I'm the current resident blacksmith at Homestead Heritage. My name is Nolen. I've been doing blacksmithing now for about 14 years. My family came when I was 7, and that's been almost 30 years here at Homestead. Homestead Heritage is a Christian agricultural community. We've been together, growing, but been together for 45 years. Been here in Waco since 1990. We kind of came a circuitous route from New York City. Began homesteading, learning how to grow our own food and such in Colorado. And 1987, end of that year, we began to try to relearn these trades as a part of that agricultural lifestyle. We saw how it really it would fit together with the agriculture, support it, and also be a way we could make our living closer to home. So as we began our fair, which we have at Thanksgiving now, Thanksgiving weekend, and we really wanted someplace, at that time our main agriculture endeavors were in Colorado, but we also had a sister church in Austin, Texas, and that's where my family met the community. At that time there were about 12 families from Waco, including mine, and we were looking for some property in Texas to do something like we were doing in Colorado, and really didn't find what we were looking for in the Austin area. And so we said, well, we got some folks here in Waco, let's see what might open up there. So when we found this property, we knew it was the place. I was drawn to blacksmithing pretty early on. As we began to learn these craft skills, my dad was interested in blacksmithing and kind of got in on ground level, learning with several other men who were also interested. They were going to blacksmith meets and stuff, and I went with my dad to some of those. And I wasn't real interested when I was younger, but when I was 13, some of my friends started doing some blacksmithing, and I saw what they were doing. I thought, well, I'd like to try that. So my parents really encouraged me in that. My dad had some equipment at the house. He'd been doing a little bit, and so I had the opportunity to use that and practice. And so that's how I got into it. Of course, growing up, I did a lot of different things: woodworking, pottery, leatherworking. But we encourage our kids to try some everything and find out what their particular giftings are. A normal day can be quite varied. Of course, with the fixer-uppers here in town, they bring a lot of traffic to Waco, and we see a lot of that out here. So I spend quite a bit of time demonstrating, talking to people, explaining my craft. But we also, all the ironwork that we sell in our gift shop is made here in the shop. A few years ago I went to Sweden, learned how to make axes, and tool making is something I really enjoy. It's probably my favorite part of blacksmithing. And so I spend quite a bit of time with that, making tools, axes, working on a line of tools we can sell in our general store, garden tools and such. Also make some woodworking tools, and we also do some custom commissions. Everything from hinges, door latches, furniture, light fixtures, handrails, fences, gates, you name it. So, well, to me, blacksmithing has historically been a tool making trade. You know, if you needed a tool that was metal, iron, it came from the blacksmith. So historically, it really interests me, but also to be able to make something that someone else can take and make something with, to me is just pretty neat. I really enjoy the thought of that. Yeah, it's kind of like you put yourself into something, and then they take that, and you're kind of working side by side. We do a lot of other metal work besides blacksmithing, casting and some bronze, aluminum casting, some pewter casting. I've done a little bit of copper smithing. I've got some guys who've done some tin smithing, but that really requires some different environment, much cleaner environment without the soot and the dirt and such. Those metals are softer and get scratched and marred easier with the dirt and such. So I'm not sure exactly when in the future, but We're talking about possibly expanding the shop, maybe doubling the size of it to incorporate all that under the same roof here. So that's kind of future we're looking toward the next few years.